Again. Old man shouting at clouds, back again. I've decided to do some pick'em and fantasy podcasts or broadcasts or tubecasts or whatever the heck they're called, because I'm normally crap at this, but this year I'm doing fairly good. 9-3 in pick'em, and in fantasy here I've been averaging about 130 points a game, which I know everybody's up, so it's maybe not that impressive, but compared to my history, it's quite impressive for me. So I'm going to do this. If you get any value out of it, great, but follow my advice at your own peril, because I'm can't say I have a long record of doing great on this stuff. So this is how I do it anyway. First thing that I do is I check out the what you go in late on Thursday like this, check out the rosters that I can see. There should be four of them unless Winnipeg's playing, and they'll leave it till the very last minute. So Edmonton, first of all, they've got Lewis, Gittins, Thompson behind there, of course. Brown's still the running back. So it looks A. Smith. I'm not even sure who that is, but Mitchell, Cobb, maybe Gittins, maybe Lewis. McLeod, he's usually a great fantasy quarterback, and I should maybe think about taking him, but I'm just not sure against that BC defense. So let's look at the next one then that would be there. That's the Elks that are playing against them. Oh, no, that was the Elks. I just head up there, wasn't that? Let me check that to be sure. Yeah, that was the Elks. So not always perfect on this, but minor details. BC, let's see who they've got. Vernon was questionable, but I understand he's going to play, and that still makes me nervous because I think the upper body injury they're talking about maybe the hand he hurt in Toronto, and if he's got weak grip, I don't know. So Hollins, yeah, McGinnis, Earhart, they put Berryhill the third in. They're high on him. You got Stanback at back and Adams. Hollins maybe, but it feels like I'm chasing points. McGinnis might be a good one, and Berryhill might be a good value price if you need it. So the other game that should still be on here would be Montreal at the Argos. Oh, oops, not the roster. I want the depth chart. There we go. The roster. So Cody, Fletcher at running back, White Jr. He had a good week last week, but might be chasing points. Rambo, Philpott's a lock with me until he stops getting stuff. Julian Grant might also be good, and Speaker, I don't quite see it there yet. So the last one then that we can see here should be Toronto, and you are where are you? The boat there. Okay, Toronto depth charts here. Okay, Dukes. Carey's in there, but he was nicked pretty bad. I don't think I'll be going with him. Bailey might be a good choice. Neil and Sandani, no, I don't think so. Polk and Coxey, maybe. But I won't be taking Dukes because I know that Montreal defense is just a little bit too ugly. For the other four teams, I have to go to the injury reports, which I've already pulled up here because they don't have theirs out yet. And so Winnipeg, let's see. Well, first of all, let's look at the others there, even though we're here, because it's nice to know if they were hurt during the week, like Vernon, who did not participate on Tuesday, but is still in there. And Katoy, who was out, but yeah, Holatic might hurt their defense a bit. In Edmonton, Malala, Hergy Malala is out, and so is their probably their best offensive lineman there in Jack Kujala. Montreal, Sibasu, he was out, yeah, so he's not on there. Carey was questionable, but went full in practice. Brinkman, questionable. That'll hurt their defense. Brissett is out. Okay. Tavares Daniels, yeah, I'd heard he's back, but he's coming off of an injury, so have they rushed him back a bit? I don't know. Winnipeg, Nichols is questionable in the defense, but this is the big thing. Dalton Schoen, Cedric Weefall, both out after they've already lost Lawler. So Calgary, nothing too much here. A D lineman out. That's about it. Another D lineman questionable and a DB. I don't think it's a big chance. Greg Bell at Hamilton. If Butler is out, and I think he's in concussion protocol, Bell might be a good value choice. Dwayne Hendricks being out won't help them. That's for sure. And the Red Blacks, Jalen Acklin, limited but now full after a head one. Scratches. That looks good. And Money Hunter. So we'll see who they put out there with him. So we know who's there. That's Money Hunter's again going to affect the defense and maybe the game score. So normally I'd go with quarterback first, but like I said, I'm leery this week, so I'm going to see where I can get the money and see what I have left. And select players. We'll start with the running back first. Carey, no. Butler, no. Fletcher, no. Don't have enough faith against that Toronto front. Oliveira, no, definitely not. Mills is a good choice. I'm going to skip over the other running back and get my wide receivers in first. Hollins feels like chasing points, so I'm going to go with Philpott, though. And Hardy's had a good couple of weeks, and I think that Brown's going to have a much better game, so I'll go with him. And lastly, McInnes, no, not, I don't know. I'm leery about how Vernon's going to be. Gittins Jr., though. I like that, and Macbeth throws to him a lot. So we'll go with that. Let's see. The other running back. I'm thinking, there's the running backs. I'm thinking that there's one here somewhere. There we go. Oh, I could have done it this way. Ottawa. Armstead, starting running back. He had a good game to start the season. Not such a good one afterwards against Montreal, but that was against Montreal. So that leaves me 25K, so I could pay full for a quarterback and still have 10K for defense. So we'll start with the defense. And I like Montreal, but they are very expensive. But then everybody's up there, even Winnipeg. Oh my God. Hamilton's the only cheap one, and I got money. So I'm going with that one. There we go. Montreal, yeah, because that still leaves me 14-1, and I'm sure, yeah, Vernon is at 15, but I didn't want him because of his hand. Dukes, I'm not going to go with because of the Montreal defense. Harris, no. Mayer, no. Kalaris, no. Mitchell, Drew Brown is a chance, but I've got more. I can spend more than I need on that. So I'm going back up here, and I'm going to go with Cody this week. And I'm going to make him my captain. And then I'm going to save that right there, and we are pretty much done. So that's where I'm going. I've left with $100. That's not bad for hitting the budget line there. If you've enjoyed this, if you've gotten anything out of it, please go and see my other shows. Old Man Plays CFL Pick'em and the weekly recap, like I said. Old Man, oh sorry, not Old Man in that one. It's just the CFL Outsider. And with Old Man shouting at clouds, of course, me. Also for all of these, if you're enjoying them, if you're getting stuff out of them, please do the stuff that they always talk about. Like definitely helps. Subscribe, share, get it out there to people. Review, rate, all those things that they talk about doing for the stuff. Because frankly, I'm not on social media, so I have to count on people that are enjoying this to do a lot of the promotion for me. And that's pretty much everything for this week. We'll see how it does, and I'll recap this in my regular show, and then we will try this again next week. So until next time, get the hell off my lawn.